Get ready, here comes one.
Yep.
See it?
Now I'm seeing just a movement alone.
Wow, I seen it.
On today's episode, Jesse cuts his bike ride short along the river to spend some quality time with a mother snapping turtle. Hey guys, there's a reason I am covered in mosquito bites. There's a reason I'm gonna be late to work today. And I was blessed to run into a mother snapping turtle who's back here laying her eggs. People think snapping turtles are out to get you. They think snapping turtles, when they come into your backyard, are there to eat your pets or eat your children or eat your chickens. If you guys are lucky enough to have a snapping turtle come nest in your backyard, this is not hunting mode. Their hunting mode is in the water. When they're on land, they are not gonna bother you. The entire time I've been laying here, the only thing that has been trying to bite me and actually has successfully been biting me is mosquitoes. I'm covered in mosquito bites, and this poor girl, she's also covered in mosquito bites. But I'm just staying about 10 yards away. Oh, look at those eggs drop. Did you just see it? I'm just staying about 10 yards away. Eggs just dropped right behind us, guys. This is how sweet these turtles are. They don't want anything to do with you. They are just trying to do what they've been doing for centuries and centuries, which is survive. It's not easy being a reptile. Imagine your mother on the way to the hospital to have you. Imagine if on the way to the hospital, there's no one there to drive her, no one there to protect her, no nurses, no doctors, and the last thing she had to do before giving birth to you was dig a hole in the ground with her feet without even a shovel. That's a life of a turtle, folks. These are very brave mothers. They're out here completely on their own, and the last thing they can do before they go fully into labor, before they actually have dozens of babies at a time. I'm guessing this girl is probably gonna lay, I'd be surprised if it's less than 2 or 3 dozen eggs. There goes a couple more. You're seeing them as I'm talking to you guys. In the process of laying those eggs, before they can even lay the eggs, they have to dig a hole in the ground, and it is difficult, arduous work. This is a fully aquatic animal. That means she is not comfortable, means she is not fast. She certainly cannot chase you. If you have a cane or a walker, you can outrun a snapping turtle. They're extremely slow on land. If you do not want a snapping turtle in your backyard, let me reassure you, the one person who does not want a snapping turtle in your backyard more than you is the snapping turtle. She really doesn't want to be there. There goes another egg. If you're lucky enough to see a snapping turtle, just give her a couple hours, put your pets on a leash for just a couple hours, and I guarantee you, she is going to be back in the water. You can see the water right behind me. This girl, there's one place that she wants to go more than anywhere. There goes another egg. More than anywhere, she wants to be back in that water. She doesn't want anything to do with me. So when you have nesting snapping turtles, they're gonna end up in your garden mulch because it's a lot easier than digging in the ground. They're gonna end up in your gravel, maybe even your sandbox. If they end up in a place like that, keep in mind, they don't wanna be there any more than you want them to be there. Give them just a couple hours. They want to be back in that water. She's gonna feel so happy when she gets back in that water. Guys, there goes 2 more eggs. Oh my goodness. This has been one of the coolest experiences I've gotten to share with you. I love finding nesting turtles. When you meet a snapping turtle, there's nothing to be afraid of. Certainly don't pet them on the face. If I do that, I'm gonna get a defensive bite, but that's gonna be my fault, not hers. Can you imagine if you went to the maternity ward at the hospital and you walked up to a woman who is in the middle of labor pains and all of a sudden you started poking her in the face? I mean, golly. Just remember, this is nature's maternity ward. This poor girl can't help that your garden mulch is the easiest thing for her to dig in. She can't help that your compost pile or your tomato garden is the easiest thing for her to dig in. So just give her a little space, give her a little bit of respect. I guarantee you, in a few hours, she's gonna disappear. That's the magic of being a reptile. They're so magical, mysterious. I see more eggs. There they come. I could tell. I'm starting to recognize when she's getting ready to drop them now that I've seen her drop so many. I want you guys to observe. She wants nothing to do with me. When you guys see a nesting snapping turtle, or when you see any snapping turtle kind of walking around your yard, they want nothing to do with you. If they were to be hunting, if they were trying to eat, it would not be on land. If they take a bite of something on land, they are greatly outmatched. Their weight, their body build, it is meant for the water. Oh, there's mosquitoes just chewing me up right now. So oh, there goes another egg. Guys, don't you love that? Don't you love this? Folks, I'm going to be late for work today, and I really need to finish my bike ride. I really need to get out there. I hope you've learned today that snapping turtles, they want nothing to do with you when they're on land. They have one mission when they're on land. That is to lay their eggs, is step one. Step two is to get back in the water. What do you think it's like? I feel like there's another one. I can tell when these eggs are about to drop now. Oh, look, she's starting to dig with that other leg to cover it up. But I want you guys to imagine what it's like being a snapping turtle hatchling. That means in about 9 weeks from today, that makes it, what is today? Beginning of June. So we're talking probably beginning of August. These baby snapping turtles are going to start crawling out of their eggs. That's what they call, oh, there's another one. That's what they call the nest boiling. When the nest is boiling is when the eggs start to hatch, and those little guys are trying to make their way up to the surface. But imagine being a snapping turtle. So you start having some awareness that you're awake, you're alive, and you're stuck inside an egg. So these things have this cute little thing called an egg tooth. It's like a pointy little, it's a little pointy sharp thing on the edge of their nose. They use that egg tooth to try to rip out of the egg. When they finally rip out of the egg, they don't have a mom there waiting for them. They don't have a mom who is ready to take care of them and feed them. No, as soon as they manage to fight their way out of the egg, there goes another egg. As soon as they manage to do that, first thing they see is dirt in their face. So imagine being a baby snapping turtle. The very first thing you do when you hatch is realize you are trapped underground and you got to find your way to the surface. Now, thankfully, this girl is laying her eggs just a stone's throw from the water. So hopefully when those hatchlings emerge in August, they will not have a very hard job getting over there. Oh, here comes an egg. I don't want you guys to miss it. I can tell. Oh, there it is. 2 more eggs. Golly. Yeah, she's got to have probably 30 eggs in there. Anyway, guys, I know this is turning into a long video, but part of the reason I wanted to make it a little bit longer, besides sharing the moment with you, I wanted you guys to observe nesting snapping turtles will not bother you. Remember, it is illegal in Pennsylvania and in most states to disturb the nest of a reptile. This has been a beautiful morning. This has been a wild experience. I would love to hear some of your stories. What are your snapping turtle stories? I know people have a lot of snapping turtle stories. I have a lot of friends who have stories of moving a snapping turtle across the road, snapping turtles laying eggs or nesting, and then there are a lot of legendary snapping turtles. Go ahead and share in the comment section, what are your snapping turtle stories? I know you guys have a bunch of them. To help us give more reptiles a chance, please like this video, share this video, comment on this video, and please subscribe to our channel. Have a great day. There goes another egg. When I stumble across these kinds of opportunities in nature, I tend to put everything else on my schedule on hold. So I was a little bit late to work that day. Not really a big deal. This is the part of the video where I took it out of selfie mode and I just tried to show you as closely as I could, using the zoom lens, of course, keeping a respectful distance from the mother turtle, what it's like for turtles to lay eggs. You'll see the egg counter in the top left corner of your screen, and every time you see the turtle laying an egg in this video, that is not repeated footage. That is a unique time the turtle laid an egg. And as I was filming, I noticed there were a couple times eggs dropped that I was not filming on the vent of the turtle, that I missed the egg dropping. The number you see in the top left corner of your screen, that represents the number of eggs I was able to capture on film. The total number of eggs that she laid was actually much higher. When turtles are nesting, it involves a perfect rhythm between their back legs and the rest of their body. You can see the eggs need to drop right into the hole, but those back legs are busy going back and forth, often both the left and right legs taking turns, and they're reaching into that hole, making sure the eggs are going where they're supposed to go. They're probably in there feeling how much room is left, because this mom probably has some sort of an idea how many more eggs she still needs to lay. Eventually, she's going to use those same legs to completely cover up the hole, and there will be almost no trace that she was ever there. Imagine doing all that without even looking at what your legs are doing. It's quite an art form.